Want to have your clip featured in the Skyrim Clip of the Week? Simply record the clip on your Xbox and then send it to me via message. My gamertag is iRyeni, that's IRYENI, and you can message it to me over Xbox and I'll be able to view it. I look forward to seeing the clips that you guys send me. Now moving on to the video. Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan and welcome to another episode of Modded Monday. We're on week number 121 now, guys. I've picked out 5 new mods for you guys to check out and perhaps add them to your load order if you find them interesting, so let's just jump straight into it. Starting off at our number 5 spot, we have the IA92's Epic Glowing Arrows mod. Now this mod adds a variety of different epic arrows, so you're not going to be stuck with just having 3 different types in your vanilla playthroughs. This mod adds a total of 11 different arrows with tons of different colors. Not only do these arrows just glow whenever you shoot them, but they also remain glowing after they've been shot. So whenever you shoot an arrow at the ground, it'll stay whatever color you shoot. The colors that have been added are light blue, dark blue, teal, dark gray, green, orange, yellow, white, pink, purple, and red. Now it's also important to note that these arrows don't actually glow whenever it hits flesh. It's more of a way of, lighting up your surroundings and illuminating your surroundings with glowing arrows because they provide intense light, making your pathway visible only when you shoot it at the ground. Now I really like this mod because I am a huge archer in Skyrim. That's mostly what I do whenever I'm doing my playthroughs, is I focus on archery pretty much every single time, and being able to have arrows that glow whenever I'm going through caves instead of carrying a torch and stuff like that. And if you have the other, let's say you have enhanced light and effects, the darker version where the caves are really dark, this could provide you with a super cool way of illuminating all of your caves that you go through with a bunch of different colors, and I feel like it's a very creative mod, and that's definitely why it comes in at our number 5 spot, so I'd recommend downloading the IA92's Epic Glowing Arrows mod. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have the Dwarven Driller, another Mihail Monsters and Animals mod. Now the Dwarven Drillers are a very unique looking automatron, designed for underwater drilling and maintenance work. Their bodies resemble a large enhanced Dwemer diving suit. Now the entire automatron is made of a thick metal, specially reinforced to deal with high pressure. There's also 2 big steam cylinders on their backs connected to the rest of their bodies by large metal tubes that allow them to move underwater and swim when necessary. And the head protrudes directly forward from the upper chest area and is encased in a large hemispherical glass helmet studded with its 8 lit yellow portholes. It also has a huge, fully functional drill that is attached to the left arm, just forward of the elbow, and is used to drill through and open paths underwater to expand their master's underground dungeons and also collect mineral materials such as ores and other maintenance work. This drill is mainly used for the most powerful of melee attacks. Now the only known location of them inside of Skyrim and Solstheim is the underwater Dwemer ruins of Chardak. There's a group of them that still patrolled the water-filled halls of that lost city, doing maintenance and killing intruders. The features of this mod include the Dwarven Driller itself, and a custom Dwarven Driller sound effect and attack. The drill also has its own animation, and it fits for your immersive liking. Now, if you guys have watched this series in the past, you guys know that I love the Mihail Monsters and Animals mod, and being able to have this Bioshock resembling creature inside of the game like the Dwarven Driller and actually have it kinda lore friendly and make sense with the Dwemer lore, it just really fits together perfectly. And actually attacking this thing, it felt like its own boss battle. It was a lot of fun, and it's just something to add into the game to give you more stuff to do and go explore. So that's definitely why this mod comes in at our number 4 spot, so I'd recommend downloading the Dwarven Driller. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have a huge addition to the archery skill tree, which is the Phenderix Arcane Archery mod. This mod comes with 70 plus new enchanted and magical arrows and bolts. All of these ammo types are sold by a vendor in Dragon's Reach, and they can also be crafted at any station. Now I may be showing off the most powerful ones in this showcase, but I don't want you to think that the mod is overpowered in itself, because a lot of these are very difficult to craft legitly, so you're going to have to be grinding a lot in Skyrim to be able to actually get your hands on these most powerful ones. Now there's a bunch of new elemental ammo types, and each new ammo type has 3 variants with increasing levels of damage. There's rank 1, 2, and 3, along with a legendary ammunition that we'll get onto later. Now the elemental ammo types themselves is there's the fire one, which causes a fury explosion, there's frost, which causes an icy explosion and slows targets, then there's lightning, which causes a shock explosion and damages health and magicka, fear causes targets to be struck with fear, paralysis, paralyzes your targets, frenzy frenzies your enemy, the earth one actually causes targets to be shaken on impact and damages health and stamina. Then there's darkness, which causes an explosion of darkness to damage targets and weaken their fire resistance. Next up we have poison, which causes causes targets to be afflicted by a long-lasting poison, and then water, which causes an explosion of water to damage targets and weaken their shock and lightning resistance. Then there's wind, which causes stagger and knockback, kinda like the unrelenting force shout. And then we have divine, which heals the player upon impact with an NPC, skeletal, which summons a warrior upon impact, blood that damages the user but also does increase damage, and then calm, which causes targets to enter a state of calm. Now you may have already thought that was a long list, but just remember that each of these come with a different rank, such as rank 1, 2, and 3, so take all that I just listed and multiply them by 3. Moving on to the legendary ammunition, which is a complete separate part, it only has one type of rank, which is just rank 1, which is good enough because these legendary ammunitions are truly legendary. There's a Glacier Strike, which causes an icy flurry with a rather forceful impact, an Inferno Blast, which pretty much acts as if it's a nuke and explodes an entire area, the Eternal Black, which saps a target with black fire until their soul is destroyed, and then there's Replication, which causes a replication of a target, meaning it just duplicates them. Then there's also Blink Strike, which means you can teleport to and strike a target with shooting them with the arrow. And the methods to actually craft these arrows themselves is the rank 1 arrows are made from firewood and steel ingots, and then you can create rank 2 arrows from the rank 1 arrows, just like expanding your arsenal and just keep upgrading and upgrading your arrows as you go along. And once you reach rank 3, you'll be able to upgrade to the legendary ammunition, which is composed of rank 3 arrows and bolts. It's also important to know that the steel smithing perk is also required to craft these arrows and bolts themselves. Now this mod overhauls archery as a whole, especially with the ammo types and how many different combinations of arrows you can use in combat, and I really like the options that are available to you now, and that's definitely why this mod comes in at our number 3 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading the Phenderix Arcane Archery mod. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have yet another Mihail Animals and Monsters mod. This one is the Centaur. Now, centaurs are a nomadic, intelligent beast race that possess a humanoid head with pointed ears and a strong torso and arms. Their lower body resembles the body of a horse, and they are covered in brown fur. Now, these creatures, yet rare to stumble across, I wasn't able to actually find one on camera, but testing this, I was able to find a couple, and it works really great. But instead of me just explaining what they look like, I'm going to provide you with some screenshots up here on the screen while I read you the backstory to these creatures. Now, centaurs are legendary creatures who are worshipped by some and despised by others. Some think they are just a myth. Considered to be ancient and mysterious, centaurs are capable of sophisticated speech, as seen in the Elder Scrolls II. In Valenwood, centaurs were one of the many civilizations inhabiting the Providence's vast jungles. Centaurs are also proud and honorable, and formidable foes. They commonly wield piercing weapons, such as spears, and can be seen using swords and claymores. They use simple shields and plant their bodies with tribalistic symbols and runes, probably related to their old traditions. They use simple armor such as fur, leather, and pieces of iron, and in current days they attack on sight, because centaurs in Skyrim are treated as outcasts. The features of this mod include 6 different variants of centaurs, 4 new types of weapons, more lore to your gameplay, and a new fight mechanic. I really love this mod because it allows you to have a whole bunch of different encounters in Skyrim, and that's definitely why this mod comes in at our number 2 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading the Centaur mod. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we have the White River Cottage. Now this warm and comfortable cottage is set by the Riverwood Bridge opposite the road of Whiterun. It has a kitchen, a lounge, a master bedroom, a follower's bedroom, a children's bedroom, smithing facilities, and crafting facilities, along with alchemy and enchanting areas with a large multi-purpose relaxing room. Additionally, there's a large number of hearthfire planting mounds both in and outside the house. There's a milkable cow, chickens, and a beehive. Although it's not really lore friendly because it's very modern looking. This house can be purchased from the Read for Sale sign noticed by the bridge itself. Now, with most of the house mods that I cover at the number 1 spot, I'll provide you with a full tour of the entire house, so let's begin. So as you can see, yet this house isn't necessarily the most lore-friendly house because of how modern it looks. It's definitely beautiful, and it looks like that a lot of time and effort has been put into it, and just the way that everything has been placed is just so creative, and it's just a beautiful house overall, and that's definitely why this mod comes in at our #1 spot. So I strongly recommend downloading the White River Cottage house mod. So that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It really helps me out a lot. And if you have any suggestions for mods you'd like me to cover in future top 5 mod episodes, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, or you can follow me on Twitter. I'll be sure to leave my Twitter in the description, and you guys can follow me on there and leave me suggestions there as well. Special shout out to my Patreon supporter. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will talk to you guys later.